The Good Barista. The elderly couple preferred room for cream. The ancient man shuffled over to a chair while his wife paid for two drip coffees. He spoke clearly and remembered conversations, but his body no longer kept pace with his mind. More expressive, the wife used her hands as well as her facial expressions to engage others. As they ordered their drip coffee, the woman pointed at the canister of fresh roasted house blend. Her theatrical production of ordering also never changed. "When did you two meet?" the barista asked. "Oh." The woman looked back at her husband. "We're high school sweethearts." "Wow." In her late 20s, the barista's wedding finger was still bare. "Congratulations." 60 years married, but sweethearts for 65. The barista turned away to draw 2 cups of drip coffee. The woman's hands were shaking as she reached for the coffee mugs. Rather than handing the mugs to the woman, the barista said, "Let me help you." The barista put just enough cream in each cup and carried the drinks over to the table. The elderly man looked relieved and said, "Thank you. Just last week she spilled the coffee on me." "Don't tell stories on me," the wife responded. "Never hesitate to ask us for help. We don't want to be a bother," the woman explained. The line was getting longer at the register. The barista nodded and returned to helping others. Days passed. The elderly couple who had been daily regulars didn't return. A week later, a younger version of the woman led the elder into the coffee shop. The barista noted that the regular woman had aged. Her expressive limbs now shook with instability as her companion placed her in a chair. The younger woman approached the barista at the register. "My parents always come here." "Yes." "House blend drip coffees with room for cream." The daughter looked distant for a moment. "That will be fine." "I want to thank you." "Me?" "For months now, my parents talked about this coffee shop and the good barista who always helped them." She fumbled to pull her plastic credit from a wallet. The woman's lower lip trembled and her eyes teared up. "What happened?" The daughter tapped her card for payment. "After they visited last time, Dad sat down to watch something on TV." She paused. "Mom thought he must be taking a nap, but he had passed. You were the last person he saw other than my mother." The woman shook off her emotions. "Well, that's a lot to put on you. Thank you for telling me. Your parents are my favorite customers." The barista looked at the elderly woman who was sitting still in the same chair where her husband sat the previous week. The daughter carried the coffee mugs to the table. The elderly woman looked towards the barista. For a moment, they locked eyes that sparkled with joy.